Hello, you lovely people out there, or lovely one person as the case may be. Here we go. This is the history of Halloween. So, as it's almost Halloween again, I thought I'd write another rhyme. But wait, I can't, as I know nothing about this time. As how, why, when and where did it all start? All I really know is most things scary do seem to play a major part. For instance, why do people walk around on Halloween night dressed up as demons, ghouls and phantoms? Why are pumpkins made to look grotesque, put outside lit? And they call them jack-o'-lanterns. Ghost walks are more popular on Halloween night. How do people know they're going to get the scariest fright? And what does the word Halloween actually mean? Yes, this historical folklore legend is mysterious and very deep-rooted, and has never, nor ever will be now, undisputed. In order to write this rhyme, I researched using a digital encyclopedia, and I'm now uploading my findings on today's social media. I did occasionally get confused with some facts I read, so nearly changed my mind and chose another subject instead. As there was so much to read and it took me so long, therefore, for those who do know all about it, please forgive me if I've got some facts wrong. Now, when, where, how and why did it all start? Well, over 2,000 years ago, a group of people were living in an area of the world, not now known as part of Great Britain and northern France, considered the end of the harvesting season, October 31st, to be the end of each year. So they celebrated with a festival called Samhain, or Samhain, with food, games and cheer. At this time in history, the end of one year and the beginning of the next was associated with the evil dead. So October 31st was also a night of dread, as demons and other evil souls could cross back over to this earth's plane. So not to be recognised as the living, and to avoid being possessed, people disguised themselves as phantoms, so they all look the same. So this must be why people dress up today on Halloween, to blend in with all the evil spirits roaming around in the hope that they won't be seen. Now the name Halloween. This came about as two different beliefs combined. As at some point in history it was agreed there would be a day of prayer for all the saints without a named day of their own, and a day of prayer for all the old lost souls, whether loved or unknown. So November 2nd became Old Souls Day, and November 1st became All Hallows Day, later changed to All Saints Day, which meant October 31st became All Hallows Eve, later shortened to Halloween, and all three names have forever since been. Now, the history of trick-or-treat. Today's trick-or-treating is only a fun and game, but during the Middle Ages it wasn't exactly the same. As much to my surprise, there were three kinds of trick-or-treat, one meaning evil, two harmless and fun, and three very sincere and very sweet. The mean one. During the festival on All Hallows Eve, the visiting demons transfigured themselves to look like the living. They knocked on doors as beggars dying of hunger and thirst, but if they left with nothing, they haunted the dwelling and placed a curse. The fun one. On the same night known as guising, children would knock on doors disguised as phantoms, sing a song or tell a story, then ask for something to eat, but if not rewarded would play an innocent trick and quickly retreat. And this is the one that is still practiced today in a very, very, very big way. Now the kind one. On All Souls Day, November 2nd, known as souling, children of poor people would knock on doors for food, and in return offered prayers for their loved ones' lost souls, as a thank you, and not to appear so rude. Now the turnips, potatoes, the beets and the pumpkins. There was a folk tale also thousands of years back regarding a miserly, unsavoury, evil character nicknamed Stingy Jack. Jack lived up to his name, and he befriended the devil himself. But fooled and tricked him, they made the devil agree that when Jack died he wouldn't claim him, so his soul would forever be free. Now when Jack did pass on, the devil remembered the trick he played, yet still didn't possess his soul. Instead he sent him off to roam the earth alone with just a piece of burning coal. Jack placed his coal in a carved-out turnip to help him find his way. I wonder if his restless, ghoul-like figure still wanders around the earth today. He became known as Jack of the Lantern, and the story was told far and wide. that Jack's lost demonic-like soul was searching for a living body to reside. So people carved out frightening faces on turnips, potatoes and beets, placed them outside on All Hallows Eve, in the hope that Jack would turn around and leave. Jack's legend went to America, where the pumpkin was used instead, as they were easier to carve and a better shape for a ghoul-like ugly head. As Jack was known as Jack of the Lantern, the pumpkins were called jack-o'-lanterns, as they were purposely made to ward him off and all other evil phantoms. Now, the history of the colours, black and orange. Orange symbolises harvesting. Black, the night of the dead on the changing season. As far as I could tell, that's the only reason. Today's Halloween is partying, trick or treating, dressing up and fun. I hope everyone will still be laughing though when the night is over and done. I decided not to mention why bats, spiders, witches and owls are also associated with this time, as I realised it would have ended up being an even longer rhyme. I'm not scared though. I've no need to fear, as I definitely know there's no evil spirits wandering around here. On the other hand, though, the story about Jack and his, that one, I might put a pumpkin out just to ward him off in case he comes round, but I know I'm fine. Anyway, thank you for listening if you have. God bless you all. Bye for now and happy Halloween, okay? Don't be scared. Bye.